Hello there. Well, today we are doing it. We are starting the Book of Boba Fett. First episode that's not arcane. Well, first episode recording that's not arcane. So I'm sorry I'm late to the party on this one, especially considering how big of a Star Wars fan I am. I consider myself a very big Star Wars fan, even if people do not agree because of my good feelings on The Last Jedi, but I think that the other people are wrong, those who like The Rise of Skywalker. Anyway, we don't need to get into the Skywalker saga because we are here to talk about Boba Fett. I know that by the time this drops, that's so depressing. By the time this drops, I will, well, no. By the time this episode drops, the Book of Boba will probably all have come out at that point. So, I think there's 7 episodes total, and right now, at the time of this recording, they're close to episode 6. So, there's no way that I'm going to be able to watch and edit everything in the short allotted time that this comes out. But I still don't know a lot about this show. I don't know really what happens. I just know that this show has been very divisive. People either love it or they really do not. Off the bat, like I said, I don't know anything that happens in this, but my previous feelings on Boba Fett are kind of just, I don't get it, which maybe is not the best place to start, and that is also probably why it took so long to watch this show, because honestly, I'm not a huge Boba Fett fan. I've never really cared. The armor is obviously cool, but it's been reappropriated hundreds of times now with The Mandalorian, Rebels, and Clone Wars. You know, Mandalorian armor is a dime a dozen. So, you know, it's cool, don't get me wrong, but I still never understood the obsession with, I never got the obsession with Boba Fett. And the reality is he's not even a Mandalorian anymore, really. He's a clone, so who knows. The clone thing is probably the most exciting part to me, actually, because I do love the Clone Wars, and I love the prequel trilogy a lot. I mean, it's not without its flaws, obviously, don't get me wrong, but I like it a lot more than most people. But anyway, instead of me continuing to talk about Star Wars, because you could hear that on my previous podcast, Whose Filmography Is It Anyway, where my co-host and I did an in-depth talk on every Star Wars movie. Instead, why don't we get into the Book of Boba Fett? Well, we're back at Jabba's palace. I guess, is it Boba's palace now? This place is so empty, it's weird. Because whether you're talking about the original cut or the recut of The Return of the Jedi, this place was so full of life. Interesting. Is this a Bacta tank? I guess, yeah. Camino! That's pretty sweet. No, we're just getting cuts to the prequel movies. I'll take it. Heady stuff right there. Sorry. Not a place where you want to wake up. How did a stormtrooper get down there? This is like the Patton Oswalt sketch. Boba Fett's glove grasps up. Just waiting for the Infinity Stones. The Jawas save him. Oh, maybe they don't even save him. They just go for his clothing. Armor. Well, that would make sense, because the guy in The Mandalorian had the armor. And he said he bought him from Jawas, so there you go. Makes sense to me. Ooh. To think a Jawa took down Boba Fett, that's funny. Oh, the Sand People. Sorry, Tusken Raiders. We're not allowed to say Sand People anymore. Is that a hot dog? Oh, ew. The sandworms in this are not as impressive as in Dune. Oh. It's been a rough couple days for Boba here. Are they going to explain how Bib Fortuna got away from the rig or no? Probably not. Just some fun facts about Bib Fortuna. His name was Bib Fortuna because during the production of Return of the Jedi, George Lucas needed a bib for his child who was being fed tuna. Is it the same person doing the music for this show as who does The Mandalorian? I'm forgetting his name right now. They're just letting him cook. Jeez. You know, it's interesting. He was, maybe not born, but he was created on Camino, which is literally full of water. And now he's stranded on a planet that's just void of it. I don't know how he's still alive, though. What I'm just noticing, too, and what I love, is the fact that I don't think a word has been spoken this entire episode. Very, There Will Be Blood vibes. This rodent is like, you're crazy, man. But see, this is what I'm saying, you know, like, this is the kid who took down Cad Bane, and now he's about to get his ass kicked by some random Tusken Raider. Like, the two are not compatible here. Either he's a badass or he's not. But what I will accept is he's very, very weak right now. You know, like, no water for days, coming out of a Sarlacc pit, hot in the sun. I get it, maybe. But, you know, my fear is just, like, he didn't kill the dog. He didn't kill the child. Not that I'm advocating those things, but, like, you're saying that this man, this cold-hearted bounty hunter, wouldn't do these necessary steps to clear his path, you know?
Time to go. They're lined up to pay respects. I'll let them know you're on your way.
To pay respects. Kiss the ring, motherfucker. I'm curious why a bounty hunter would want to take over a car, like a ring like this.
May you never leave, Mosespa.
Even when a Trandoshan pays you a compliment, it sounds like a threat.
We were told the mayor was coming to pay tribute.
Indeed, yes. With apologies, I understand how one might draw such a conclusion from the correspondence.
I'm liking the creatures here, that it's not just like humans. There's a Trandoshan, there was a rodent in the beginning. Oh boy.
The only tribute I bear is the mayor's heartfelt welcome, which I express in his stead.
The mayor is flexing here.
Perhaps another time. Next.
Actually, there is one other matter, if I may.
What is it?
The matter of tribute.
Oh boy. The mayor wants tribute.
He wants you to pay him.
What? I'm the crime lord. He's supposed to pay me.
I'm the crime lord? This is ridiculous.
Lord Fett offers the gift of your leave unmolested.
Apologies and appreciation. The mayor may take it differently, but I shall indeed convey your sentiment.
Wow. A lot of politicking already here. He wants to be merciful.
We're loyal to both your bosses.
That was quick.
You should have let them carry you on a litter.
I'm not being carried around the streets like a useless noble.
It is a sign of power to the people of Mos Espa. They're used to seeing the huts paraded around the streets.
Yeah. Max Rebo, he survived. Of course, on Tatooine, you need to have a jam-packed bar scene, you know, filled with cool people and things.
I'm Boba Fett.
I have replaced Bib Fortuna.
There you go.
Apologies, I didn't see your litter.
I wasn't carried on a litter. I walk on my own 2 feet.
Apologies. Little slice of paradise, and you are always welcome. As it is yours now.
I don't think she means that. She seems like she's playing a game here. I don't know what the game is. I wonder, like, did he take over the entire Jabba operation, or just Tatooine, or just Mos Espa? Like, I'm very curious.
Jabba ruled with fear. I intend to rule with respect.
Yeah, good luck with that. Here he comes. Assassination station. Yeah, this is the first test here. Like, if he can't even take down these people, how's anyone gonna trust that he can rule, you know, and take care of them? Okay, the Gamorrean guards actually came through. That's good.
Fennec! Alive!
She only needs one of them. I guess you don't need to get naked to go in a back to tank. Have they given him any water at all this entire time? Oh, they're getting water. That's good. Oh, these moisture farmers are getting robbed. I want to know how long this has been. Because we know that Boba Fett and The Mandalorian take place like 7 years, 7 years after Return of the Jedi.
Water. You want me to dig for water? Easy, youngling.
Nice. Cold. That's cold. I don't know what this rodent is doing, really. Like, sandworm. What is this? Tatooine has the craziest creatures. This thing looks like the creature from the Black Lagoon, but from the sand. That's crazy. Why did Obi-Wan think Luke would be safe here? That's fucking crazy. So first of all, I had no idea that Robert Rodriguez directed the episode. That's funny. And it makes sense why the action scenes were as visceral as they were and brutal. Especially with that end monster, whatever it is. I don't even know what that thing is called. Tatooine is filled with just so many eclectic creatures and aliens and monsters. It's a treasure trove for all that stuff. There's a lot of Twi'leks, rodents, Gamorrean guards. Boba Fett is a clone, technically. And then on top of it, you have the humans, and now they're weird creatures in the sand. There's now teeny tiny sandworms that can re-energize you, that were filled with energy juice. It was filled with Four Loko, really. But overall, the episode was good. I mean, the thing is, I'm not, like I said in the beginning, I don't really have that many high expectations for this show, and this is about what I expected. It's not that it's bad, it's just I don't really care, and this episode didn't really help me care. There's there's a lot of flashbacks between, when he's in the back to tank or back to pod, whatever they want to call it. He is seeing visions of his past, but we've seen his past. So, well, except for what happened after the Sarlacc. But see, this is my real problem with the show. It's just like the thing about Boba Fett is his allure was his mystique and what you didn't see. So for years people had been speculating, okay, Boba survived, like how cool would it be? But the headcanon is always going to be better than the real thing. You didn't actually see him get out of the Sarlacc pit. You just saw him shoot fire from within, and we don't know how he actually got out. You just saw the glove glop onto the sand and he pulled himself out. I'm not saying it's not cool, it's not a badass move, it's just, it's not the entire fight here. So I'm just kind of like, okay, overall, I'm going to keep watching. I have to as a Star Wars person and as a completist, but thus far I am intrigued, but I'm not altogether sold. The politicking is probably where I'm more interested, but the problem is we're dealing with a character at the head of the Boba Fett, who has more of a Ned Stark problem. I'm not saying he's noble, but he doesn't know how to politic. He wants to rule out of respect. Okay, cool. That's fine. I understand that. But the reality is, like, you took over a ruthless dictator's position. You took over for Jabba the Hutt. I guess technically Bib Fortuna, but Bib Fortuna probably had Hutt backing. So things kind of just kept interweaving here. We'll see how it goes. So that's my reaction and review to the first episode of the Book of Boba Fett. Overall, good. We'll see what happens. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe. It would help me out a lot. If you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Instagram and Letterboxd at mrfilmart, or if you like what you see on my Instagram page, my art, because I do draw, some of that artwork is on sale on Etsy at the Mr. Film Art shop. So, that's all for today, and cut.